Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Sumya Pei. My Buddhist name is Jita Bali, which means the guarder of mind. Today is the Dhamma class of August 18th, 2024. We have Dhamma classes every Sunday at 4 p.m. AZ and Pacific Time. The Zoom ID is 413-460-4622, and the password is Buddha20 with all lowercase letters. Today's Dhamma class consists of Part 1A, offerings, 5 precepts, virtues of Dhisarana, metta, and meditation. Part 1b, adhitthana, mindfulness, wish and sharing. And Part 2, chanting through sightings, Buddhism, and praying book translations. The substitution for this week will be Sumyape. Before we start off, I'll be sharing some rules and regulations. Please do not eat or drink during praying time because it is very disrespectful. Praying time is only 15 minutes, so please be mindful and respectful. If you're hungry, remember to eat before praying next time. Do not mess around and stay still during part 1 of today's Dhamma session. Please straighten your body and center yourself in the middle of your camera. If your camera is off, you'll be removed from the meeting, so please keep your camera on at all times. However, if you're not a part of the Dhamma class, you're free to turn your camera off at any time. Everyone who is chanting part 1A and B, please chant clearly and slowly, since other people will be listening or chanting. We also believe you'll do very well. To those reading the substitutions or part 1A, please try to join the Zoom meeting at least 5 minutes early. So everyone will start off with offerings, so please put your hands together.
Kana sarapatitena tepena tamatam sinam tilokatipan sambudam pujayami damunodam wana ganda guno ipedam idam kusuma santati pujayami munandasa saripara garuhe Adiwase juno bante paniyam parikapitam Anukampam upadaya patigana tu utama Adiwase juno bante bojanam parikapitam Anukampam upadaya patigana tu utama. Bow one time.
Su Ong, it is your turn.
Sumyape လုပ်လိုက်
Ogata, 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 Kayakam, Wasikam, Manokam, Tapadota, Katindo, Abietuku, Yopa Sejin, Ajunga, Patama, Dutiya, Tatiya, Tajane, Najane, Dongjane, Miao, Pia Yedana, Dia Yedana, Danga Yedana, Iranam yatong baruku, ayu ate, ale amyat, lesson mo yue, shiko buzo, pumyo mansho, karo ba I ashimpia, karo yato, ajo ajang, abele ba, katong ba, yapye shipa, yandu myunga ba, wibadi diale ba, pidana dianga baruma, kagaten kilone di pye yue, Madiya Podiya Nipandiya Domyaku Yavalu I Shimpia. Bow one time. Visenjo, it is your turn.
Okay, Valerie Choka.
Alexander, you can read.
Iti piso bhagava araham samma sambuddho vijacharana samphano sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sata deva manusanam buddho bhagava.
Vakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandetiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaneyiko Pachadam Viditapo Vinyuhi.
Upatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sango Ujupatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sango Nayapatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sango Samijipatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sango Yatitam Chatari Burisa Yugani Ata Burisa Bugala Esa Pakuato Sawaka Sango Ahuniyo Bahuniyo Dakiniyo Anjalika Anuttaram Punyakitam Lokasa bow one time.
Aham avero homi abhyapacho homi anigo homi sukhiyatanam pariharami mama matapi tu acharya cha yatimita cha sabrahmacharino cha awira hontu abhyapacha hontu aniga hontu sukhiyatanam pariharantu Kam arada devada himasamem awaze himasamem arame araka devada awara hontu abhyapacha hontu anika hontu sukhiyatanam pariharantu sabe sata sabe bana sabe buddha sabe bogala sabe atapa wa pariyapana Sabba itiyo sabe purisa, sabe ariya, sabe nariya, sabe dewa, sabe manusa, sabe vinipatika, arira hontu, abhyapacha hontu, anika hontu, sukhiyatanam pariharantu.
Sabe Sada, Sabe Pana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bukala, Sabe Atabawa Pariyapana, Saba Itio, Sabe Prisa, Sabe Ariya, Sabe Nariya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Vinipatika, Awira Hondu, Abhyabhaja Hondu, Anika Hondu, Sukhiyatanam Pariharantu, Dukkha Monjantu, Yada Lada Sampaido, Mawikajantu, Kama Sukha.
Maya Tisaya Dakinaya Tisaya Maya Tisaya Ottavaya Tisaya Maya Anutisaya Dakinaya Anutisaya Maya Anutisaya Ottavaya Anutisaya Heti Maya Tisaya, Upri Maya Tisaya.
Sabe Sata, Sabe Bana, Sabe Buddha, Sabe Bogala, Sabe Atabawa Bariya Bana, Saba Itiyo, Sabe Burisa, Sabe Ariya, Sabe Anariya, Sabe Dewa, Sabe Manusa, Sabe Winipatika, Awira Hontu, Abhyapaja Hontu, Aniga Hontu, Suki Atanam Pariharantu, Dukha Mujantu, Yatalata Sampatito, Mawikajantu Kamasaka.
Udam yawa bawagaja ado yawa awijito samanta cakawalesu yasata patavichara apyapaja niveraja nidukaja nupadawa Udam yawa bawagaja ado yawa awijito samanta cakawalesu yasata udakejara abhyapaja niveraja nidukaja nupadawa Udam yawa bawagaja ado yawa awijito samanta cakawalesu yasata akasejara Abhyabhaja Nivaraja Nidukaja Nubadawa Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Sarah.
The difference between samatha and vipassana meditation. Samatha meditation and vipassana meditation are two different types of meditation. Samatha aims at achieving deep concentration, while vipassana aims at understanding both the body and mind. In samatha meditation, the focus is solely on one object to attain deep concentration, such as by fixing the mind on a single point. In contrast, vipassana meditation involves observing various mental and physical processes as they occur. During samatha meditation, when the mind wanders, we bring it back to the chosen object. However, in vipassana meditation, when the mind wanders, we observe it without trying to control it. Only when the distraction fades do we return our focus to the primary object. These differences in focus and approach distinguish the two types of meditation.
We are going to practice guided muscle relaxation meditation. Before we begin, please straighten your body, centering yourself in the middle of your camel. Put your hands together with the right on top of the left, with your thumbs connected, and place them in your lap. Then close your eyes. Step 1. When I say a group of muscles, focus on the group of muscles you hear and feel the tenseness in them. Step 2. Mentally relax those group of muscles. Step 3. Feel those muscles completely relax. Let's start. Your scalp muscles. All the muscles on your head are relaxed. Your forehead and eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyes, ears, nose, lips, and chin are relaxed. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Your chest and upper back are relaxed. Your abdomen and lower back are relaxed. Your hips and thighs are relaxed. Your knees and legs are relaxed. Your ankles, feet, and toes are relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe fully relaxed.
We are going to advance to Anapanasati meditation. You are going to focus on your breath. When you breathe in, a puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. When you breathe out, a slightly warmer puff of air touches the tip of your nose. Make yourself aware of the touch. We are going to practice counting techniques with each cycle of in-breath and out-breath. You will count from 1 to 8 and do not let your mind wander. If your mind wanders out, start counting from 1 again. We are going to practice together. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 1. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 2. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 3. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 4. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 5. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 6. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 7. Breathe in, aware of the touch. Breathe out, aware of the touch. 8. Now go back to 1 and start counting on your own. We are now done meditating.
Dukkha pata cha nidukkha, maya pata cha nibaya, sokha pata cha nisokha, hontu sabe pipanino.
Ahi Varana Varani Samantita Kuda Janam Avarana Cha Samanti Asadamo Sanantano.
Sababa pasa akaranam kusa lasa upasampada sachita pariyo dapanam etam buddhana sasanam.
Marana me duam, jivitam me aduam, idam me punyam, nibbanasa pachayo hotu, imam punya bhagam, sabba satanam, pajema, sadhu, 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 Bhavantam.
It is now part 2 of the Dhamma class, and before we begin, these Dhamma classes are important for our lives, so please be respectful and do not eat anything, but drinking water is now fine. Substitution for part 2 is by Sumyape Chita Bali. Now we'll be moving on to program 1, Chant of Mahajaya Mangala Gata, book 5, pages 6 to 7 by Pia Balat, Gina Balat, Valerie, Alan Tate, Amy AJ, Shinki Shing, Alexander, Gama Bali, Chloe, and Susan Thanson.
Mahajaya Mangala Gata Bahum Sahasamabi Nimita Sayudandam Giri Mekalam Udidagoram Sasenamaram Danadi Dhamma Vidina Jidawa Munendo Dam de Jasa Buatute Jaya Mangalani.
Ireka Mapiyuchita Saparatam Puram Panalawaka Makamat Tatayakam Kanti Sudan Da Vidina Jitawa Munendo Donde Jasa Bawatute Jaya Mangalani.
Nalagiring Kajararam Ptimada Buddham Dawaki Jeka Masaniwa Sutarunatam Meta Puseka Witina Chitawa Monendo Tamte Jasa Bawatute Jaya Mangalani.
Uta Kaga Mabihata Sudarunantam Davam Tiyojana Hantangulima Lawantam Itibi Sankata Mano Chitawa Munendo Tam Tejasa Bhavatute Jayamagalani.
Katwanakata Mutaram Iwakapiniya Chenjaya Tutawajanam Janakaya Mache Sansena Soma Vidina Titowa Munendo Tamde Jasa Bawatute Jaya Mangalani.
Alexander, it's your turn.
Sacham Vihaya Ati Sachaka Vada Ketum Vada Viropitamanam Ati Anda Bhutam Panyapi Padipa Jalito Jitawa Munindo Tam Teja Sabawatu Tejia Mangalani.
Nando Bananda Pujaka Vividam Mahidam Pujana Dara Pujakena Dhammapayanto Idupadesa Videna Chetawa Munendo Damte Jasa Buatute Jaya Mangalani.
Titi Pujagena Satata Hata Brahma Visuti Juti Mahiti Bhagapitanam Nyanda Gajena Vidina Chitawa Munindo Tamte Jasa Bhavatute Jaya Mangalani.
Susan Thanson, it's your turn.
Nekapi Buddha Jaya Mangala Atagata Yo Wachako Dine Dine Sarante Matandi Hitwana Neka Vividani Chupa Tawani Mokam Sukam Atikam Nayar Naro Sabanyo. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Now it is Program 2, Dhammapada Story, Part 1 by Dezinjo and Suam.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Dezinjo. My Buddhist name is Janabali, which means power of concentration. So today, me and a Dhamma friend will be talking about something. So Suam, could you please introduce yourself? Unmute.
Suam, you're muted.
Hi, my name is Su and my Buddhist name is Jakapali, which means protector of Dhamma. Today, what are we going to be talking about, Dezenjo?
We will be talking about Kisa Gorami. Everyone please listen carefully because we will be asking some questions in the end. So Suam, could you please start first?
Kisa Gotami. In Buddha's time, there was a woman named Kisa Gotami in Sawati. She had a little son whom she loved very much. But one day, her son became very sick and sadly he passed away. Kisa Gotami was heartbroken. She couldn't believe her son was gone forever. Holding him close, she wandered through the town, asking everyone she met if they had medicine to bring her son back to life.
A kind man saw her sadness and told her about the Buddha, who he said could help her. The Buddha knew that Kisa Gorami was in so much pain that she couldn't understand things clearly. So he told her that he could bring her son back to life if she could find a mustard seed from a household where no one had ever died. Kisa Gorami was filled with hope. She rushed from house to house, asking for a mustard seed. But at every house, she learned that someone had died there. Slowly, she began to understand that death was something that happened to everyone, not just to her. She realized that she needed to let go of her son and accept that nothing born can escape death.
Kisa Gotami buried her son and went back to the Buddha. She told him that she couldn't find a single household untouched by death. The Buddha gently explained to her, everyone experiences loss, Kisa Gotami. Death comes to all living beings because everything in this world is impermanent. And so, Kisa Gotami learned an important lesson, that death is a part of life, and accepting this truth can lead to peace. So then the Buddha spoke in verse as follows.
Yo ja wasa sadam jiwe apasam apadam padam ekaham jivitam seyo pasado amadam padam.
Even though someone may live for 100 years, it's not as good as just one day for someone who understands the deathless, which is Nibbana.
It's better to spend one day learning about Nibbana than to live 100 years without ever knowing about it. Su'an, could you please ask the first question now?
Okay. Nathu, did Giza find a mustard seed from a household untouched by death?
No.
That is correct. Dezenjo, can you please ask another question?
Deepa, what lesson did Gisa Gorami learn?
Death is a part of life.
That is correct. Su'an, could you please ask the next question?
Mathu, why does death come to all living beings?
Everything in this world is impermanent.
That is correct. Dezenjo, can you please ask the next question?
My last question is to Deepa, which is it better to live 100 years or spend one day learning about Nibbana?
It is better to spend a day learning about Nibbana.
That is correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
Now it is Program 3, Some Buddhist Beliefs, first by Riley Andrew, then AJ Amy, then Deepa Alexander, then Noel Shasha, then Pia Balajina Balat, then Helen Ang Suizin Lin Lin, then Hazel and Victoria.
Hello to my class. My name is Riley and my Buddhist name is Dhamma, which means medicine of truth. And today I'm here with my dear twin brother Andrew. So Andrew, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Andrew and my Buddhist name is the power of truth. So Riley, what are we sharing with our dear Dhamma friends today?
Today we'll be talking about what is a Deva in Buddhism. So Andrew, can you please start?
In Buddhism, a Dewa is a word from the ancient Indian language called means shining one or divine.
Devas are like angels or celestial beings in other religions, but in Buddhism they are not gods. Instead, they live in beautiful heavenly realms called Dewa Lokas. These heavenly realms are full of happiness, joy, and wonderful things.
Dewas are different from humans because they have very long lives and amazing powers. They also enjoy a lot of pleasure and happiness in their heaven. Everything in humans or other beings.
In Buddhism, it is believed that the Devas, like all beings, are still subject to the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, which is called samsara. So the main goal in Buddhism is to achieve enlightenment or nirvana, where one is freed from the cycle and attains ultimate peace and liberation. It's important to remember that Buddhism teaches us to be kind, compassionate, and understanding towards all beings, including Devas. Whether they are Devas or humans, all living beings deserve love and respect. Now we will be asking questions, so Angie, can you please ask your first question?
My first question is to Shinta, and it is, what are Dewas in Buddhism?
The Devas are celestial beings who live very long lives in realms called Deva Lokas.
That is correct. Riley, can you please ask your question?
My question is to Hank, and it is, what does Dewa mean in Pali?
In Pali, it means shining one or divine being.
That is correct. Angie, can you please ask your last question?
My last question is to Shinta, and it is, do Dewas live forever?
No, whenever the Dhamma runs out, they are reborn into different forms.
Correct. Thank you for listening.
Now it is AJ and Amy's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Amy, and my Buddhist name is Piyakali, which means love keeper. Today, my dear brother AJ will be joining me. So please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is AJ, and my Buddhist name is Santi Bala, which means power of peace. So, Amy, what are we talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about Mara. So, AJ, will you please start?
And please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions at the end. What is Mara in Theravada Buddhism? Mara is an important figure in the Theravada Buddhism, and I'll explain it at a way that is easy to understand. In Theravada Buddhism, Mara is often described as a bad guy or a troublemaker. Imagine him as a mischievous, evil being who tries to distract and tempt people, especially when they are trying to do good things or find inner peace.
Mara is like a trickster who puts obstacles in the way of those who want to follow the Buddhist teachings and become enlightened. He represents the negative qualities in our minds like selfishness, greed, anger, envy, and ignorance. But don't worry, because the Buddha was very wise and kind. He was able to see through Mara's tricks and remain focused on his path to enlightenment. He didn't give in to the temptations and distractions created by Mara.
In the stories of the Buddha, there were many instances where Maharaj tried to disturb him, but the Buddha always stayed calm and compassionate. He showed us how to overcome the challenges of Maharaj and stay on the right path. So when we face difficulties or distractions in our lives, we can remember the story of Maharaj and the Buddha. It teaches us to stay strong, be kind, and not let negative thoughts lead us astray. By doing this, we can find inner peace and happiness, just like the Buddha did. So now we'll be asking questions. So Tiffany, what is Mara usually described as in Buddhism?
He is most often described as a bad guy.
That's correct.
My question is to Hema. What negative qualities in our minds does Mara represent?
The negative qualities that he represents is selfishness, greed, anger, and so.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you for listening.
Now it is Deepa and Alexander's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Deepa Ong, and my Buddhist name is Tejabala, which means lucky keeper. Today, I'm here with my dear Dhamma friend Alexander. So, Alexander, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Alexander. My Buddhist name is Ujjabalami Shinskara Honesty. So, Deepa, what will we be talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about Brahma. So, everyone, please listen along because we'll be asking questions at the end. So, Alexander, can you please start?
What is Brahma in Theravada Buddhism? In Theravada Buddhism, Brahma is a type of powerful spiritual being known as a deity. Deities are beings who live in heavenly realms and possess special qualities and abilities. Brahma is one of these heavenly beings and considered to be the highest deity in some aspects.
According to Theravada Buddhism, there are many different heavenly realms where different types of deities live. Brahma resides in the highest of these realms, known as the Brahma realm. These deities are believed to have very long lifespans and enjoy immense happiness and beauty.
Brahma is often depicted as a wise and compassionate being, and some people may pray or show respect to him as a form of reverence. However, in Theravada Buddhism, the ultimate goal is to reach enlightenment and break free from the cycle of birth and death called samsara by following the teachings of the Buddha.
It's essential to remember that the Brahmas are also subject to death, and different forms of Buddhism may have varied beliefs about deities, and Theravada Buddhism is just one of the many branches of Buddhism practiced around the world. Now I'll be asking some questions. So Alexander, please ask your question.
My question is to Tenzin. It is, what are deities? Well, the correct answer is deities are beings who live in heavenly realms and possess special qualities and abilities. Deepa, please ask your question.
My question is to Mathu, and is what type of realms does the Brahma reside in?
The Brahma resides in the highest of the heavenly realms. This realm is known as the Brahma realm.
That's correct. Now, Alexander, please ask your last question.
My last question is to Tenzin and is, what is the ultimate goal in Theravada Buddhism? Well, the correct answer is the ultimate goal is to reach enlightenment and break free from the cycle of birth and death, also called samsara. Thank you for listening. That is all.
Now it is Noel and Shasha's turn.
Hello, my name is Noel and my Buddhist name is Manapala, which means power of personality. So today I'll be joined by my Dhamma friend Shasha. So could you please introduce yourself?
Hello to my class, my name is Shasha, and my Buddhist name is Mutupali, which means nice keeper. So Noel, what will we be talking about for today?
Today we'll be talking about what is Niraya and Buddhism. So Shasha, could you please start?
What is Niraya in Buddhism? In Buddhism, Niraya is a place that is often described as a really hot and unpleasant place. It's also known as hell in Buddhist tradition. But don't worry, it's not a place where bad people are sent to punish them forever.
In Buddhism, there is a belief in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It's called samsara. Niraya is considered to be one of the unfortunate realms where beings might be born if they have done very harmful and evil things in their past lives. It's like a temporary stop where they experience the results of their bad.
But the good news is that Buddhism teaches that everyone has the chance to change and do better. By doing good deeds and living a compassionate life, people can improve their future and move away from being born in a not so happy place like Niraya.
It's essential to treat others with kindness and to be a good person, and you'll create a positive future for yourself and those around you. So now I'll be asking questions. So Shasha, could you please ask your question?
My question is for Meidhu. So, what is Niraya in Buddhism?
Niraya is an unpleasant place where people who have done bad things in their past lives are sent.
That is correct. So, Noel, can you please ask your last question?
My question to Lena is, what does Buddhism teach everyone? Well, the answer is it teaches that everyone has a chance to change and do better. So that is all, and thank you for listening.
Now it is Pia Bala and Gina Bala's turn.
Hi, Dhamma class. My name is Karen Hong, and my Buddhist name is Biapla, which means power or love. Today, I'll be sharing something to the Dhamma class with my dear brother, Gina Bla. So, Gina Bla, can you please introduce yourself? Hi, my name is Ryan Hong, and my Buddhist name is Bla, which means power or love. So, Biapla, what will we be doing today? Today we'll be sharing about the four woeful states. Hey everybody, please listen because we will be asking questions in the end. The four woeful states. The four woeful states in Theravada Buddhism are hell, niraya. It is a very unpleasant and painful realm where beings suffer greatly due to their bad actions and harmful intentions. Hungry ghosts, beta. Beings in this state are always hungry and thirsty, but can never find enough to eat or drink. They are always dissatisfied and live in constant craving and want. Animals, Dhirajana. This state refers to being reborn as an animal, where being experience a lot of suffering due to the lack of freedom and intelligence. Titans, Asurakaya. In this state, beings are constantly engaged in battles and conflicts. They have lots of anger and aggression, leading to a life of struggle and violence. These states are considered woeful because beings in these realms experience a lot of pain, dissatisfaction, and suffering. However, it's important to remember that Buddhism teaches that these states are temporary and can be transcended through practicing good actions and developing wisdom and compassion. So now we will be asking questions. So Gina Black, can you please ask your first question? Sweza, what are Titans? Asurakaya.
There are beings that have a lot of anger and aggression.
That is correct. So Biabala, can you please ask your question? Riley, how does having a lot of anger and aggression affect Titans? Well, the answer is it leads to a life of struggle and violence. So, Gina Block, can you please ask the last question? Swithin, why are the four states considered woeful?
Because beings in these realms experience a lot of pain, dissatisfaction, and suffering.
That is correct. That is all. Thank you for listening.
Now it is Hannah, Aung, Swithin, and Lillian's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hayla, and my Buddhist name is Sukapala, which means power of happiness. So today we'll be talking about something with some Dhamma friends of mine. So Swayzen, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Soysen, and my Buddhist name is Wansap Bali, which means keeper of relatives. So, Lily, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Lilin, and my Buddhist name is Monopali, which means keeper minds. So, what are we going to be sharing today?
Today we'll be talking about what is Beta in Buddhism. So everyone, please listen carefully because we'll be asking questions in the end. So Swayzen, could you please go first?
Beta refers to a type of supernatural being or ghost. Theravada Buddhists believe that when someone is about to pass away, if they hold onto their belongings or family very tightly in their thought, they might be born again as a Beta, which is like a spirit in a special world.
But the person gets some good points called punya or merit from their family who are still alive. They might only stay as a beta for a while. After that, they could go to a better life if they were good when they were alive. If they don't get this good chance, they might have to stay as a beta for a long time.
For kids, you can think of a beta as a friendly ghost, like the ones you might see in cartoons or Halloween decorations. These friendly ghosts, or betas, are said to have a lot of cravings and desires, but find it challenging to satisfy themselves because they don't have physical bodies like humans anymore.
Betas are often depicted as having big bellies and tiny necks, making it difficult for them to eat enough food. They can also be sad and lonely, as they feel disconnected from the world they once knew.
Buddhists believe that being a beta is not a good thing, and they hope that these beings can find peace and move on their next life. This can happen through various means, including receiving good karma from others, doing good deeds themselves, and letting go of their cravings and attachments.
So, when you hear about beta in Buddhism, just remember they are like friendly ghosts with big bellies and tiny necks, hoping to find peace and move forward on their spiritual journey. So now we'll be asking questions. So, Suizan, can you please ask the first question?
My question to Andrew is, what are betas described as?
They're described as friendly ghosts with small necks and big bellies hoping to find peace.
That is correct. So Lynn, can you please ask your question?
My question to Shasha is, if a beta gets good points like merit, what happens? The answer is the person may spend less time as a beta. So Hailing On, can you please ask your question?
My question to Andrew is, how can betas move on to their next life?
By receiving good karma from others and doing good deeds themselves.
That is correct. So that is all. So thank you for listening.
Now it is Hazel and Victoria's turn.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Hazel, and my Buddhist name is Rupa Bali, which means beauty keeper. Today, I'll be talking about something with a friend of mine. So, Victoria, please introduce yourself.
Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Victoria, and my Buddhist name is Ujupali, which means honest keeper. So, Hazel, what will we be talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about what does Ogata mean. And Victoria, please start reading first.
What does Okada mean? The Burmese word Okada originally derived from the Pali term okasa, is employed to express sentiments of excuse, apology, or a request for forgiveness. It can be translated into English as excuse me, my apologies, or I beg your pardon.
The Buddhists expressed a genuine and humble commitment to eliminating all wrongdoings in thought, speech, and action. They show reverence to the Three Noble Jewels, the Buddha, the Dhamma teachings, and the Sangha spiritual community. Through this act of devotion, they seek liberation from various negative states and obstacles and aspire to attain the enlightened state of Nibbana through the path and fruition, Magga and Phala. Victoria, please start asking questions.
My first question is to Shinki, and it is, what is the Burmese word Okada derived from?
The Bali word Ogasa.
That's correct. Hazel, can you ask your question?
My question is for Alan Tay, and the question is, how do Buddhists seek to attain Nibbana?
Through the path of reaching Magapala.
That is correct. Victoria, please ask the last question.
Shinki, what does Okada mean?
Excuse me, forgive me. Excuse me, forgive me, and I beg your pardon.
That's correct. That is all, and thank you for listening.
Now it is program 4. Choose the correct one out of the given answers by Team Hema and Hank.
I apologize. My name is Team. My Buddhist name is Santibalat, which means the power of peace. And today my twin siblings will be joining me. So please introduce yourselves.
Hello, hello. My name is Hema, and my Buddhist name is Hemapali, which means peacekeeper.
Hi, my name is Hank. My Buddhist name is Bala, which means the power of knowledge.
Today we'll be asking 13 questions on the individuals. Excuse me. Kixing, Tenzin, Chloe, Suong, Kama Bali, Amy, Sri Bali, Angie, Shinky, William, Valerie, Sarah, Alexander, AJ, Shasha, and Valerie will be answering. So to start off, Kixing, what are Dewas in Buddhism?
Devas are celestial beings who live very long lives in Deva Lokas.
That is correct. Thank you. And Tenzin, what does Dewa mean in Pali?
In Pali, it means shining one or divine being.
Bless you. And thank you. That is correct. Chloe, do Dewas live forever?
So whenever their good karma runs out, they are reborn into different forms.
That is correct. And Suong, what is Mara usually described as in Buddhism?
He is most often described as a bad guy.
That's correct. Thank you.
Kamapali, what negative qualities in our mind does Mara represent?
So, selfishness, greed, anger, and so.
That is correct. Amy, what are deities?
Deities are beings who live in heavenly realms and possesses special qualities.
That is correct. Siri Bali, what type of realm does the Brahma reside in?
The Brahma resides in the highest of the heavenly realms.
That's correct. Benji, what is the ultimate goal in Buddhism? Well, the correct answer is to reach enlightenment and break free from samara.
Shinki, what is Niraya in Buddhism?
That can you repeat that?
Oh. What is Niraya in Buddhism?
Niraya is an unpleasant place where people who have done bad things.
That is correct. William, what does Buddhism teach everyone?
It teaches that everyone can change and do better.
That is correct. Valerie, why are the four states considered woeful?
Because begins in these realms experience a lot of suffering.
You are correct. Sarah, if a beta gets good points like merit, what happens?
The person may spend less time as a Peta.
That is correct.
Alexander, how can Petas move on to their next life?
Receiving good karma from others, doing good deeds, and so.
That is correct. AJ, what is Niraya in Buddhism?
Niraya is an unpleasant place where people who have done bad things.
Thanks. Shasha, what is the ultimate goal in Buddhism?
to reach enlightenment and break free from samsara.
That is correct. And Valerie, what are devas in Buddhism?
Devas are celestials beings who lived very long lives in the lokas.
That's correct. Thank you.
Thank
you for listening.
Now it is Program 5, translation of Okada book, page 3 by Sumyepe.
Hello everyone, my name is Sumyepe. My Buddhist name is Tita Bali, which means regarder of mind. Today I will be asking for the translations of Okata book, page 3. And the people I have with me are Kishing, William, Alexander, Sarah, Gina Bala, Valerie, Bia Bala, Dunzen, Shinki, Tiffany, Gama Bali, and Chloe. So first, I will be asking for Bali to English. So Kishing, what does ahambande mean?
Venerable sir.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you. William, what does Tisarana mean? So it means the 3 refuges. Alexander, what does Anugaham Gatoa mean? Out of compassion. Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Sarah, what does the DMB mean?
Offer time.
That's correct. Thank you. Gina Bala, what does the DMB mean?
A set of time.
That's correct. Thank you. And Valerie, what does Bhagavato mean?
The blessed one?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Now I'll be asking for the English to Bali definitions. So, Bia Bala, what does the perfected one mean?
Arahato.
Yes, that's correct. Tenzin, what does the fully awakened one mean?
Sama Sambuddhasa.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Shinki, what does the 3 refuges mean?
The three refuges. The three refuges means
So it means the Sarana. Tiffany, what does Venerable Sir mean?
Bante.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Gama Bali, what does out of compassion mean? So it means Anugaham Gatawa. And then Chloe, what does the blessed one mean?
The blessed one means Bhagavato.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. So that is all for today. Thank you everyone for listening, and thank you to everyone who answered the questions.
It is now program 6, reciting book 1 and 5 by Mithu and Deepa. Hello, Dhamma class. My name is Mithu John. My Buddhist name is Bada Bali, which means prayer to keeper. Joining me today is my dear brother Deepa. So Deepa, please introduce yourself.
My name is Deepa Ong, and my Buddhist name is Tijabala, which means lucky keeper.
Everyone, please get book 5 ready and go to page 6. I'll be asking these individuals, Valerie, Chloe, and Kama Bali. So, Valerie, can you please read verse number 2 of Mahajaya Mangala Gata, Marathi Reka?
Marathi Reka, Mapiyuchuta Saparatam, Goram Panalavaka, Makamat Tatayakam, Kanti Sudanta, Yudina Chitawa, Munendo, Tante Jasa, Pamantute, Jaya Mangalani.
Thank you, Valerie. You did very well today. Chloe, can you please read verse number 4? Ukita Kaga.
Kita Kaga, Mapihata Sudarunantam, Dawa Tiwa Jana, Pantagulima Lawantam, Adipi Sankata, Manochitawa Unindo, Tamte Jasa, Paratute, Jaya Mangalani.
Thank you, Chloe. You did very well today. Kama Bali, can you please read verse number 1? Bahum Sahasa.
Bahum Sahasa Mapinimita Sayudantam Kirimekalam Udida Koram Sasanamaram Danadita Mavidena Jitawa Munendo Tamte Jasa Buatute Jaya Mangalani.
Thank you, Kama Bali. You did very well today. Everyone, please get book 1 ready and go to page 3. I'll be asking these individuals, Su Ang, John, and Mei Gong. So, Su Ang, can you please read Buddham Saranam Gacchami to Sangam Saranam Gacchami?
Okay. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangam Saranam Gacchami.
Thank you, Su Ang. You did very well today. Thank you for reading. And John, can you please read the Dudiyambi, Buddham Saranam, to Dudiyambi, Sangam Saranam Gacchami?
Which one is that? This has to be Dudiyampi. Buddha. Buddha Saranam Gacchami. Dudiyampi. Dhamma. Dhamma Saranam Gacchami. Sangam Saranam. Dudiyampi Sangam Saranam Gacchami.
Thank you, John. You did very well today. Thank you for reading. And Mei Gong, can you please read Dadiyambi Buddham to Dadiyambi Sangam Saranam Gacchami?
Could you repeat that?
Can you read the 3 refuges, starting from Dadiyambi Buddham Saranam Gacchami to Dadiyambi Sangam Saranam? Then can you read Aham Bande?
Aham Bande Di Saranena Saha Panjasilam Dhammam Yajami Anokaham Gatawa Kilam De Taf Me Bande.
Thank you, Mei Gong. You did very well today. Thank you for reading. Deepa, please ask your individuals.
So everyone get to book 1 and go to page 11. And the people I'm asking are Alente and William. So Alente, can you please read Offering of Light and Flowers on page 11?
Can you say that again?
Can you read Offering of Light and Flower on page 11?
Rana Sara Pazetana Tipena Tamatam Sinam Deloka Pitam Sabu.
Next. William, can you please read offering of water and food on page 11?
Adiwasa no bande, pranayam parikapitam, anyukampam upadaya, patigana tu utama. Adiwasa no bande, bojanam parikapitam, anyukampam upadaya, patigana tu utama. Valentine.
Thank you, you did very good. That was all for my individuals.
It is now the end of the program, so everyone please mute your microphone and say with me, Buddham Sasanam Jiram Dictatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Dictatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Dictatu. May the Buddha's teachings last long. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That is all. Thank you for joining us today.
Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye, Pom Pom.
Bye bye, everybody.
Student body, pom pom.